as you can exile... Okay, holy shit. Okay, this is the first time I've ever stared down 3 red ley lines, but now we got Liliana. Let's go for the -6, and let's put the hurtin on mono red. So let's either give them 2 ley lines and a land, or 1 land and 2 ley lines. You know what? No. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. I am gonna do something absolutely insane. This is the craziest match I've ever played, but mono red is a different beast. Let's go. Let's discard a card. I am going to kill my own creature. Why are we killing my own creature? Because I can't kill the opponent's creature. They've got Felonious Rage. They've got Turn Inside Out. And I'm going to go for Rite of the Moth so that we can go in for Valgavoth. Free of... I don't say free of charge, but Valgavoth is coming out to play. Am I missing? No, I don't think I'm missing anything. I really don't. So they can go to the high heavens here, but they swing in, I'm going to block, and then they get exiled. They don't get the damage. See, okay, no. Yeah, exactly. They get exiled from the Valgavoth. That's right, mono red. Your plans have been foiled. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode of Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. So we all know about mono red, the ley line. We all know it's running absolutely rampant on the ladder. Let's see if we can build a deck just to kill them specifically. All right, so we got the anti-red. I call it anti-red. This is very, very simple. Now, you'll notice it's kind of like Orzhov, but it's kind of a lot of mono black. Let's dive right into why it's at the core, at its essence, why is it mono red here? So, if you notice, we got Elspeth, Smite, and Lay Down to Arms. Yeah, and now the Lay Down to Arms, this one's a little bit weird. Why are we running both of these instead of like Disfigure, Cut Down, etc., etc.? I think you like can, but the reason why I think it's so important is it's so important to exile the red creature. So if you notice, like the thing like the Heartfire Hero, let's go ahead and just see this thingy. Right here. Heartfire Hero. Heartfire Hero is whenever it dies, it deals damage equal to its power to each opponent. And what's even worse is the Cacophony Scamp. The Cacophony Scamp does this. Whenever it dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. But you can actually just sacrifice it when it deals combat damage. So what makes this so bad is that when you go for Turn Inside Out, why is this not up here? I don't know what all these other colors are doing here. It's really annoying. But Felonious Rage is like whenever this creature dies, the keyword dies. Whenever it dies, it's going to create things. So you go for this, Turn Inside Out. So whenever it dies this turn, you're going to manifest Dread. So when they have the ley lined out, and they do this, they get multiple creatures. If they have a ley line out, or even 2, and they go for the Turn Inside Out or the Felonious Rage, they're going to get like literally like 2, depending on how many ley lines they have, they're gonna get 3 creatures. So it's almost like, I like to describe it as like a Super Saiyan Snakeskin Veil. Like it's insane because it's a 1-drop protection spell, and then you get to return on your investment. So let's say you have like a Bitter Triumph. We still got, don't get me wrong, there are other decks to play around here. So we do like the Bitter Triumph because we're gonna discard the Valgavoth and like other stuff here so that we can reanimate it. But if you go for like Bitter Triumph and stuff like that, and to kill it, like they can just go, they can protect their creature for 1 if they're smart. If they're intelligent, you should be keeping 1 red open at all times if your opponent has, if you can't push for lethal versus this deck. And then they get all the creatures back, and it's just a nightmare. So that was a very long-winded speech, but yeah, Bitter Triumph is not going to cut it versus mono red. These are the cards that are going to cut it from mono red because these exile and they can't do those tricks. So they can try to manifest Dread, but they can't. They can try to go for Felonious Rage, but they can't. They're not going to get their return on their investment when we exile them. So enough about that. Good Lord Skrelv, Defector, Mite, excuse me. It's really, really nice here because we do have the Unstoppable Slasher, the Hash-Slinging Slasher. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, they lose half their life rounded up. If it dies, it's going to return with 2 stun counters on it if it didn't have any stun counters on it. So that's really nice. It's kind of like a 2-for-1. It just keeps on coming. I'm only running 3 Bloodletter of Aclazotz. It does require specifically 3 red. I think you could make the case to go for 4. I think you could make the case. The reason is it's a little mana restrictive here because if you notice with the Lay Down the Arms, you specifically need planes. So we have to run at least 5 planes, and then we also run 2 Shadowy Backstreet Boys, which does count as a planes itself. So that is kind of something to keep note of there. They got 1 little Doorkeeper Thrull. If you notice, none of our stuff enters. The Doorkeeper Thrull, I only have 1. I don't really know. I guess you could probably cut this for another Aclazotz. I don't know. Our early game's a little bit screwy, but like I said, this deck is like, I think it's like 9-5 right now, but it's doing really well for me. The Doorkeeper Thrull is nice because artifacts and creatures entering don't cause abilities to trigger. Again, this is not good versus the other, this is not good versus mono red, Like, it's not. It's very good versus the dreaded Convoke deck, but I don't think you even really see that anymore. It's all about the leyline, baby. But none of our stuff enters. If you notice this, we have Valgavoth, Terror Eater, doesn't do anything when it enters. Bloodletter doesn't do anything when it enters. Slasher, none of the stuff does anything. Even Skrelv doesn't do anything when we enter, but the Doorkeeper Thrull does it. The only thing it does is the Overlord of the Balemurk, but when it enters as a 5-drop, it's usually not going to be able to do that because when you impend, this isn't just an enchantment. It is not a creature. So that works with that. Liliana, again, just to kind of discard stuff. We have Rite of the Moth. It has flashback, so we don't really care if we discard with Bitter Triumph or the Liliana, because we actually do want the Valgavoth and the Rite of the Moth into the graveyard. So we also have the Unholy Annex. This is kind of a nice card. I only have it as a 1-of. I think you could maybe make the case to get a 2-of, but it's kind of like a Phyrexian Arena for demons. And because we do run Bloodletter of Aclazotz, which is a demon, we also run Valgavoth, the demon, the Elder Demon. We kind of have that thing so we can kind of gain 2 life and like grindier matchups here. So we also like that. I want Aclazotz because why not? I mean, Aclazotz is just so wonderful. So we got the Bloodletter and the actual Aclazotz teaming up side by side. We absolutely love that. The Skrelv is here to protect our lovely unstoppable slasher to kind of get in. You don't see Skrelv anymore. I don't know why. Skrelv's very good. So in this kind of deck where we need to protect our unstoppable slasher and our Bloodletter of Aclazotz, the Skrelv is here to do just that. So I think I blabbed on it long enough. I'm getting dizzy, honestly. So here we go. Again, very imperative. It is imperative to exile the mono red scamps and Heartfire heroes because otherwise they can't do the Manifest Dread and Felonious Rage stuff there. So I've made this entire deck just to base around these early removal spells, and here we go, baby. As always, we're going to give a special shout out to the Mana Rocks. The Mana Rocks are the patrons and the YouTube channel members that do support the channel financially. At some point, I will probably do some sort of perk. Let me know. I guess you could kind of comment if you are a Mana Rock, or if you're just not, and you're like, hey, like, comment below, like, what could I actually offer you other than like a shout out? I mean, I could try to offer you something here. I mean, I also consider joining the Discord. I just talk to you. You don't even have to pay me money or anything like that to join the Discord. I'll just talk to you, whatever. We do have, I think, 66 people in there now, so it is what it is. So consider joining the channel and consider joining the Discord. Discord's free. So just keep in mind that only you, yes, you, can help protect the Aether with me. Start by liking the video. The button looks just like this. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. White Wind, hello, hello. Well, it's not really the best hand, but if we're hunting mono red, I think we're going to keep it just because we have the exile stuff. So as long as you can exile... Okay, holy shit. Okay, this is the first time I've ever stared down 3 red ley lines. Absolutely insane. Okay. So, oh man, there's a lot to unpack here. Alright, so we got the Lily. Gotta make sure that we do this right. Again, we want to stick to the plan. You have to make sure that we exile, not kill. Well, we got Bitter Triumph. Of course, we like the Bitter Triumph here, but there's no chance I'm actually tapping out for the Lily here. There's just no way. That's fool's gold. We're not doing that. They could go for Felonious Rage on, like, you know, something pretty crazy here. And then with all these ley lines, we're just toast. So we gotta make sure. Okay, that's good. No creatures yet, but like I said, this is a grindy game. You think, like, oh, they didn't win. That's what it's just so crazy how this deck plays, because you think, oh, they just didn't win. They didn't get a creature or whatever. It's like, no, like, it's just begun. So let's go for Lily now. Now that I can hold Elspeth Smite, we're still going to do this, so... Get rid of the Rite of the Moth. I don't think reanimation is going to be that big of a deal in this game, so we can just do it later, if need be. Okay, Bloodletter of Aclazotz is cool. Again, we cannot just, like, tap out for the Bloodletter of Aclazotz. We just simply cannot. So let's discard a card. I think we'll just get rid of the Bloodletter, sure. Again, you got to keep up all my removal. I think you can make a case to get rid of the Bitter Triumph, actually, because we do not want to kill. You don't want to kill anything in this deck, because they have the Felonious frickin' Rage, and then the turn Inside Out, which Manifest Dread. With all these ley lines, you would literally go for a Bitter Triumph. And I'm not even joking you. Like, they would literally just recover so like, effortlessly. So I think the plan now is just to go for Liliana. Let's go for Liliana. Each player discards a card. I think I'll probably discard just the Shadowy Backstreet Boys, sure. And again, I will love to see a Monstrous Rage get pitched. That is pretty wonderful, but again, we're still not in the clear at all. Here we go, baby. All right, so we got Liliana. We've got 3 ley lines that we're staring down, but now we got Liliana. Let's go for the -6, and let's put the hurtin' on mono red. So I'm gonna do this. Let's make sure. I want to make sure. Let's either give them 2 ley lines and a land, or 1 land and 2 ley lines. I think that's probably the best way to do it. So I actually don't even know which one they're gonna take. They don't need a whole lot of lands. The second's just a different beast, so they actually keep 1. Okay, that's fine. So again, I could go for Rite of the Moth. I'm not going to do that because again, we are not tapping out. I refuse. Just absolutely refuse to tap out here. Still looking good. I have my 1 lone Doorkeeper Thrull. My 1 lone Doorkeeper Thrull. Didn't even know really where else to put this card, but let's go ahead and get you out. Hey, it's your time to shine, my friend. No ETBs versus this deck, but Valgavoth, we obviously love that. This is absolutely insane, though. Like, we actually just committed the ultimate on Liliana, and I'm still, like, nervous. 1 ley line is still nothing to sneeze at. Okay, here we go. So, here we go. Heartfire Hero, they've got a ley line up. You know what? Should I go for the better shot? We want to get this Valgavoth into the graveyard, obviously. So I'm definitely going to do a discard, but you know what? No. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. I am going to do something absolutely insane. This is the craziest match I've ever played, but mono red is a different beast. Let's go. Let's discard a card. I am going to kill my own creature. Why are we killing my own creature? Because I can't kill the opponent's creature. They've got Felonious Rage, they've got Turn Inside Out, and killing them would just give them Manifest Dread. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm killing my own creature. That's right. And I'm going to go for Rite of the Moth so that we can go in for Valgavoth. Free of I don't say free of charge, but Valgavoth is coming out to play. Here we go. Okay, so Valgavoth, I didn't tap out for the Bloodletter of Aclazotz and Liliana, but I will tap out for the Valgavoth because the Valgavoth exiles. So even if they do like their fling stuff, that's again, as long as we can exile, that's the key thing here. As long as we can exile. Hey, wait, why are you doing this on your turn? What are you doing here? You can't. Well, I get access to the monster's rage. It's actually kind of funny. Why are they doing this on their turn? Why? Wait, why? Why are you doing this on your turn? Again, if they swing it, I'm going to block. Because if they have the fling, they do the damage. But when they sacrifice it, it's going to get exiled. So we don't care. Again, that's the whole point of the Turn Inside Out. I mean, I don't like... So I'm definitely going to be blocking here. But again, with Valgavoth... Am I missing? No, I don't think I'm missing anything. I really don't. So they can go to the high heavens here, but they swing in, I'm going to block, and then they get exiled. They don't get the damage. See, okay, no. Yeah, exactly. They get exiled from the Valgavoth. That's right, Mono Red. Your plans have been foiled. Alrighty here. Well, this is a terrible... Yeah, we're going to have to mulligan that away. That was absolutely not going to be cutting it. So actually kind of a little ironic that we get rid of a land in our new hand when we had only 1 land in our original hand, but hey, that's the way mulligans go. So red, at least we don't see the ley line, so that's good. Cacophony, well, okay, well, I mean, we kind of have the Bloodletter of Aclazotz kind of going on here, which is nice, but we're just gonna have to go for the Overlord of the Balemurk here. You know what would be really sick is if we got the Unstoppable Slasher, just so that we could kind of curve out here, but unfortunately we whiff, which is pretty crappy, but... Skrelv can't block, so there's really no point in keeping it around for the Cacophony Scamp. Emberheart Challenger, yeah, I don't like to see that. You hate to see it. Highly doubt they blow this up, right? I guess it kind of makes sense, right? They put an impending counter on the Overlord for the Proliferate, which I'm assuming is what they're going to do. Because Proliferate, that counter is not good for... They do, yep. And then they kill the Skrelv. I guess that's actually pretty decent, but you figure with Mono Red... they're just not even really, like, worried about, like, interacting with your stuff. They just kind of want to kill you as quickly as possible, but... I'm going to do this. I know this seems insane. I can't get rid of my land because we have the Bloodletter of Aclazotz. And, the reason why we do this is because they can't dig with the self-trigger. Slick Shot Show Off. You can make a case to do that, but I don't want them to dig. Oh, okay, well, here we go. We got the Unstoppable Slasher. There we go. Looking pretty good. I don't think the impending is going to be too relevant here, but we'll see. But this is sneaky. This is really sneaky, because if they can't deal enough damage here, we have the Bloodletter on the back end. Slick Shot Show Off, yep. Oh god, alright, so they only have one mountain. I'm just trying to decide if I block here or not. And I think if they go for Monstrous Rage, right? Is it getting hot in here, or is it just me? I think I've done the math correctly. I'm gonna let this go. If they have Monstrous Rage, I survive with 1 life. I think if I can do math, math is for blockers, and I'm deciding not to block. There, okay, there it is. There's the worst possible thing. I think I'm down to 1 life. If I can't... Oh, math's for blockers! Math's for blockers, and we did the math correctly. We've passed the math test. There's nothing in our graveyard. Do not care. Bloodletter of Aclazotz, and look at that. They're tapped out with 1 life. Unstoppable Slasher. Let's go. That was absolutely sick. Down goes Mono Red. The Trophy Dad. That's kind of nice. You always see the Trophy Wife. How about a Trophy Dad for a change? So, was that a mulligan? I thought I saw a mulligan. Here, let's go and give the opponent the friendly mulligan. Hello. Everybody needs a friend when you take a mulligan, because those things... Oh my god. I should have known better. I should have known better. If they're going for mulligans, a lot of times that's exactly what they're looking for. So I can't go for a Lay Down the Arms because I don't have an untapped Plains, which is kind of a downside of this deck. So let's get the... Oh. You know what? Well, I already have 1, right? I already have 1. Yeah, let's put this away, I guess. The Lay Down the Arms will get rid of the Exile of Cacophony Scamp. And of course, if they can't... Okay, that's good. That's good. They tap out. In my personal opinion, I think it is a mistake to run the whatchamacallit, the birdie here. So let's go. Let's waste absolutely no time. We only have 1 Plains, but you only need 1 Plains, so exile you. So you can't do any of your Manifest, Dread, Turn Inside Out, Felonious Rage tricks. No. So Emberheart Challenger, again, not really too scared yet, but I mean, we kind of have it though. We got the Unstoppable Slasher, and then we'll make that 2. And then we got the Bloodletter of Aclazotz, so... If they don't have a blocker, I'm assuming they probably... Oh, another Scamp. Scamp is definitely... Other than the pump spell, Scamp is better than Heartfire Hero, because Scamp can just blow itself up manually. Got an Elspeth Smite, of course we love that. So I'm just trying to think what I want to do here. I think the best move is to swing in. Let's thin out their board. They do block, alright. If they do double block, then I can go for Elspeth Smite. And they do not. It's actually pretty interesting. So they're just going to chump block. Wow. Okay. That's actually pretty surprising to me, because I don't have Bloodletter of Aclazotz out, so I'm not sure why they would just single block, but nevertheless, I'm okay with it. They single... We spread out their board, or thin out their board, excuse me. A little nervous. Got the ley line. Alright, so now we know they don't have a hand left. No pump spells, looking good. I think we kind of have them right where we want them, to be honest with you. We still have 2 Elspeth Smites. I don't think going down for the Bloodletter is the move here, though, because that just makes it like we have to play it, and then they can readjust, so let's not do that. Alright, no problem. Bang, bang. Take down half their life. Yeah, I think that's fine. Again, we don't want to drop down the Bloodletter of Aclazotz, because, like... Because reasons. Because that's just very obvious. We can... I think this is now our win condition, because now we can hold up double of the Elspeth Smite. I could go for the Unholy Ant. I don't think there's really any point in doing that, though. Again, we're just going to hold true to the double Elspeth Smite. Yeah, we're good to go. Let's see if they don't play anything. Give me a good game. Give me a good game. Well, alright, cheers. Alright, let's go for a Mirrex. I guess we might as well, but again, as long as we can exile their threats, Rite of Moth changes absolutely nothing about this situation. Again, though, again, it kind of sucks that we can't go for Bloodletter of Aclazotz, because that's the fun thing to do, but the optimal move is just to swing in here. I could have... No, there's really no point, right? If they're not going to go for Scamp, then they're not even going to kill me, so they're just taking a miserable chump block, and that's completely fine with me, so... Heartfire Hero, we take 1. Cool. Yeah, I cannot imagine they come back from this. Now we have 2 Elspeth Smite, no matter what they do. And again, you know, okay, let's go. Do you have the Manifest Dread or the Rage? That's what you need. Rage? Oh, okay, well, Mite of the Meek, they're going to draw about a bazillion cards here, which is kind of unfortunate, but what they need and what they're planning on is simply Felonious Rage, turn inside out. That's it. So they can sacrifice with the Scamp, but it doesn't even really matter because we have the Elspeth Smite, so come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. I'm gonna let this go. Go do your thing. Do your thing. And turn inside out. Look at that. I told you. That's exactly what they need. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to be a little cocky here because they gave us that premature good game. I don't feel that bad about this because mono red is kind of annoying, but it's mostly let's liberal this a little bit. It's mostly that they gave us a good game. I hate that. I hate that so much. You say good game and then you don't quit. It's like, well, yeah, now it's a good game, but if it's a good game, then it's a good game. Like, you know. As a man, hello. We got a Skrelv and 2 of our lovely slashers. I think we can keep this. Looks pretty good to me. So this Skrelv is so nice, man. Don't see a whole lot of Skrelv anymore, but I think in this deck it makes perfect sense where we want to protect our creatures. So here we go, mono red. I think we're completely ready for the mono red extravaganza. Not too worried. Not yet, at least. I can't block, so I might as well swing. And as long as you have an Elspeth Smite, there's no problem. There's never any problems with this deck. Mono red is so annoying, but as long as you have these wonderful Elspeth Smites, or you can just exile. As long as you exile, they can't do damage. Bang, don't care. Elspeth Smite, sure, looking good. No worries there. All right, and okay. Now we got the combo here. So I think we no joke win. I'm not even joking you. I don't see a world where we can lose this now. Now that we have the Bloodletter of Aclazotz, we've got Skrelv. They can't do 20 damage. There's no way. Not without a ley line. So they don't have a ley line. I can't find a way that they win this. And then we have Skrelv to protect ourselves. Keeper's Talent, sure, go for it. Knock yourself out, man. I don't know if that mic picked up my burp there, but excuse me. Hey, go ahead, go for it. Double strike, monstrous rage, do your thing, because I'm gonna raise you one better, my friend. Yep, go for it. I'm so glad they swung. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. What else you got? You gotta come on, throw a monstrous rage on top. Go ahead. All right, no problem there. Even if they did tap out for a creature, let's say they drop a Swift Spear for like a block. Oh, okay, now it's just extra over. This was just absolute domination. We had 2 answers ahead of them, so let's go for Demon, because our lovely Bloodletter of Aclazotz is a Demon. And now the Unstoppable Slasher is just going to swing in, and they know it. They know it. GG's. Lemon Nagasako. Hello, hello. I think we can probably keep again. Well, no, we don't have planes for the lay down arms. Let's mulligan this. Yeah, you need at least 1 planes for the lay down to arms. That is kind of one of the biggest drawbacks of the deck here. So there we go. We got that, and I think we'll be okay now. So ironically, I am going to get rid of the planes because we are on the play, and by the time that we can activate a sorcery, we'll be it'll be our next turn anyway. So kind of goofy there, but I think we played it correctly. So no, we're not even playing mono red anyway, so it is what it is. So okay, here we go. But I do like this Unholy Annex thingy. So Unstoppable Slasher. We can either go for this. I mean, we could just go for the win, right? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this because I have a feeling that they are just gonna go for the throw, the Unstoppable Slasher. So I think we'll put out this, and this is pretty annoying for them because now we're gonna get card advantage. It's like a Phyrexian Arena essentially. But holy shit, really? All right. Steo 83. Well, we can keep this, yeah. Definitely not too bad. Have at least 1 planes for our lay down to arms. So let's go ahead and get this down. See if we are playing against the dreaded mono red. I'm sure we are. So Monastery Swift Spear already. What do we want to do here? I mean, I only have 1 planes here, but I do want to get down the Overlord. So I am being a little cocky. If they had the ley line, I would just kind of get rid of their threat here, but gosh, whiffing does kind of suck on the Overlord, but it is what it is, so. If they had the ley line, I probably would just lay down to arms pretty immediately, especially if it was a Cacophony Scamp, because again, the death triggers on those Heartfire heroes and Cacophony Scamps are terrible, but this isn't that bad. Okay, this is good. Let's go for this, and I'm just going to lay down, we can only do this on a 1 drop because I only have 1 planes, but again, this deck is just built to just screw over mono red, so we don't care. I am a little nervous to kind of keep up the Bitter Triumph. Man, I probably should have just done it because, again, Felonious Rage, Turn Inside Out, the 2/2 Jeskai creature, and the Manifest Dread on the death trigger is definitely pretty bad. So, yeah, I should have done that. And I usually stay true to that. I don't know what possessed me. Well, that's fine. All right, so we don't have to worry about those Manifest Dreading and Cacophony Scamp here. So let's go ahead and get rid of the Valgavoth. Don't think I'm hard casting the Valgavoth anytime soon. So, oh baby, a Rite of the Moth. We don't have to do it. We don't have to hard cast it. We just top deck this, and this is just lucky. So, and the game's definitely over now. So, again, with the Valgavoth, the death triggers, they're going to exile, so they don't get the death triggers. We're going to get lifelink here. Like, there's just nothing to worry about. Even if they do pump the Slick Shot Show Off to the high heavens, I'm going to block. Swinging it? All right, yeah, we're gonna block here for sure. Monstrous Rage, sure. Yeah, Valgavoth steals the Monstrous Rage, which I find comical. But yeah, I'm gonna block here because if we let this go and then they go for the fling, we lose, right? Let's say they would need a land drop too, but that's too risky. I don't really care. Turn Inside Out. Yeah, because again, Turn Inside Out is so terrifying. But because we have built this deck to exile, we could, because even though the Bloodletter of Aclazotz. No, we're gonna block here. Because they can have a land that they haven't dropped yet, and then they go for the fling. So I think it's just like that's a risk I don't want to take here. Plus they're not gonna get the Manifest Dread. So we have to block actually here, but I think it's completely fine. We go back up to what, 23, and again that exile prevents the Manifest Dread. We're looking good here. Let's go for Bloodletter of Aclazotz. We are one step closer for the Overlord to come out to play. Okay, they're just gonna plot that. That's no problem. Another land. Unfortunately, our Valgavoth also kind of got exiled there, so it is what it is. But you can make a case that maybe we should just hold still here, but it's just too juicy. I'm gonna do it. It's a little just too juicy. I'm swinging in, double the damage here, and the Overlord comes back out to play. I probably should have just held off though. That was a little. I got a little overzealous there. We should have just held off a block on the Swift Spear. And we got the Rite of Moth anyway to bring back the Bloodletter, but it is what it is. So let's go. We're definitely now I'm definitely gonna swing in here. Because I got the Overlord. Let's go ahead and see if we can mill. Let's see if we get another Valgavoth. Come on. Okay, we got an Unstoppable Slasher, but that is not a Valgavoth. Well, I actually don't even think I want to go for Rite of the Moth here. We're playing a little hasty. It probably, honestly, I shouldn't be swinging in with the Bloodletter of Aclazotz at all, but let's go for the Unstoppable Slasher. I think because I have 23 life, I just feel a little bit more comfortable. Again, the optimal move is probably just to keep the Bloodletter at bay so that we can block the stupid bird. But again, with the mana, it's just so hard to play around that in terms of being optimal. Because, again, the Manifest Dread and the Felonious Rage on death triggers, I don't even know if I really want to block ever. Like, death is just not what we're after. We're after exile. So if they can't kill me this turn, which I don't think they can, right? I don't, like, even if they had Monstrous Rage, if they have Monstrous Rage and a fling, I still don't think they can do 23 here. Let's say monster, maybe double strike. Maybe Monstrous Rage. No, because they can't fling then. Nope, yeah, they're good. Okay, looks good to me. Moidra. Well, I don't have any removal. And, no slasher, no removal. I think this is a pretty easy mulligan here, so. Well, I guess we have a slasher, so that's a little better. What do we put away in this mulligan hand, though? It's not really good. We're gonna keep. I'm not double mulligan. That's crazy. I think it's gonna have. Man, it's close. The Bitter Triumph can get rid of it, so maybe the... No, it's just... Yeah, it's not coming... We'll do the Valgavoth. Let's get rid of the Valgavoth and just be on our way here. We don't even have another reanimation piece anyway, so it is what it is, man. Alright, so... yeah, mulligans kind of suck, but... Emberheart Challenger, sure. I think I'm going to go for the... Okay, now I'm in a pretzel. I'm in an absolute pretzel. Should I pay the life or discard a card? I'm going to... Let's pay the life. Ugh, this is gross. I want to keep my land here. We are going to need a little bit of something here for the Lily, because if we use Lily, then we're going to have to discard ourselves, so... Kind of a gross move here. Slickshot show up? Sure, that's no problem. Another unstoppable slasher. Okay, it is, man, it is tempting to drop this other slasher, even though we do have a Lily to kind of kill the Slickshot. It's tempting, but like, I would be mortified, so I think we're just gonna thin out the Slickshot, unfortunately. I know the fun thing of you is to go for double slasher, but no, let's not play completely stupidly. Stupid. I don't think stupid. Well, speaking of being stupid, I don't think stupidly is even a word, but or it might be. I don't know. I'm stupid. But let's go ahead and do this and just take out half their life. Feels pretty good, man. Down to 9. We could have went for another slasher, but I don't know. No. Challenger. No. Don't care about that. So.
Whatever.
Oh, an Overlord. Okay, we can actually just hardcast the Overlord. Okay, this says that, yeah, no. The unstoppable slasher says whenever it deals combat damage to a player, so not whenever you deal combat damage to a player. So they'll say we could just like double doink them with the slashers, but that's not how that works, right? Okay, we're good. Let's just hardcast the Overlord of the Balemurk, right? We could go for slasher and then impend it, but I'm not trying to impend. Impend takes forever. We get what I like about this is we get a planeswalker, which is really nice. So I guess we will block, but now that they're down to 3, half their life rounded up actually is lethal. So I will block. I think I'm going to block here. I think there is a world where we could die again. Oh, mono red is just, I guess technically not mono red because there's Rakdos with the fling, but you just can never be too careful. They go for Monstrous Rage and then a fling and then whatever. So we'll just put this Overlord out to play. I don't think so. Let's see if they have... Oh, God. Honestly, it's possible they can still win, which is disgusting, right? If they go for Monstrous Rage and a fling, I haven't really even done the math. Oh, my God. There's a Monstrous Rage down to 9. If they had a fling, they would still not win. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Even a fling with the prowess. Nope, we're good there. Bitter Triumph makes this entire thing very easy, so they're tapped out. I don't have to worry about anything anymore. Doesn't really matter. Okay, phew. All right, spot removal. We'll take it. Let's go and clank him up here. GG's to the dreaded mono red. Another mono red victim down. Let's go and drop this other unstoppable slasher just for fun, but rounded up. That's gonna be bye-bye. Good night, mono red. Good night. Alrighty here. Man, I don't know if it's just mono red, but I'm gonna mulligan this way. I don't have any removal. And, oh my god, this will. I'm not double mulliganing away, so we don't have any removal. If we're going against mono red, oh god, thank god. Thank god no mono red. Kind of breathe. We do have the unstoppable slasher and the Bloodletter of Aclazotz combo, so herd migration. Okay, interesting. I guess they use the Mirrex up though. We finally get our Elspeth Smite that I've been begging for, and we're not even playing mono red. We're playing domain, so it doesn't really matter. All right. Guess we'll take. We don't want to take the Valgavoth because we want to keep that in there so we can reanimate it. So we got the combo here. Keep Harvest. I'm obviously, needless to say, very nervous about a potential board wipe. Because you know they're playing Sunfall most likely. There's the white source, so I can kind of assume that. So, I'm going to go for the Unstoppable Slasher. I think you can make a case to go for the Unholy Annex, but let's go and just drop the Unstoppable Slasher here. It's pretty bad, though, because they either go for Sunfall, and they exile the Slasher and it doesn't come back, or they could go for Deadly Cover-Up, and they will be able to pay the evidence because of the herd migration. And then they'll still be able to exile the Slasher, so that kind of sucks, actually, really badly. Ew, okay. Yep, there's the Deadly Cover-Up, and they swipe this. I do have a... Oh, okay, so, okay, I was gonna say, I do have a Valgavoth in the grave, so... I don't even know which one I'd really prefer. I do have another Unstoppable Slasher in my hand, so... They get rid of the Valgavoth instead? Okay. So, I mean, I get this back now? Feels pretty good. I don't know. Man, this is really close. Concealed Courtyard comes in tap, so we'll get rid of that. But this is close. I'm going to go for the Unholy Annex. I could just go for another Unstoppable Slasher. I guess I'm kind of... I mean, I don't know, though, because I'm kind of hedging my bets a little bit. We've got the impending Doom thingy coming. I guess I'm just... I don't know. You gotta figure out Sunfall or a Deadly Cover-Up is coming again, I guess. But I guess maybe can you, though? Maybe I should just played the other Unstoppable Slasher. Having a little bit of buyer's remorse. I think we want to be aggressive. It's not like we're going to win a marathon with this deck anyway. Because I'm assuming this is kind of a Traxa-y. Got rid of my Valgavoth. Yeah, I don't love that. Cruelty of Gix. Oh my god. Well, now. Oh my god, that's so sick. I have 2 Bloodletter of Aclazotz. So if I would have played down the other Unstoppable Slasher and they tapped out, because they're tapped out for this, we would have won. Oh my god, that's so cringe. Okay. That is, damn, that sucks. Okay. And then flash in the Doorkeeper Thrull in case they go for a Traxa, because a Traxa would kind of stop that, but I think I kind of like this a little bit, right? Man. So if they go for Cruelty of Gix, they can search their whatever the hell. And then they could go for a Deadly Cover-Up, and then they could get rid of my Unstoppable Slashers for good, which is not great. And I think they can pay the evidence if they sacrifice the Heaped Harvest. I kind of forgot about that too. So if they have a land, I guess that's kind of asking for a lot though, right? Yeah, not really though. Yeah, there's a land drop. I can see, yeah, there they go. Damn. So I've screwed up a lot in this game. I guess when you're playing, when you make an anti-mono red deck, when you make an anti-mono red deck and you things go awry, I can see this coming from a mile away. So let's do this. I can already set. They're trying to set up for the evidence for the Deadly Cover-Up, and then we're gonna lose our Unstoppable Slashers. Yeah, that feels bad. That feels bad. Like I said, definitely on me. That is just horrendous playing on my end. So if you're gonna take the evidence, I would assume they're just gonna kill the or get the Slasher to exile it. Yep, makes sense. I deserve that though. We're actually not out of it, but let's go for the Doorkeeper Thrull. Might as well just get this down. Just get some sort of board presence down. I think it actually is a little bit more mana efficient just to kind of slam down this, unlock this door, but yeah, I guess we'll do this. Let's go ahead and get this down, right? Bam. Get this. Take this. Take this, my little Thrull. Got nothing to reanimate here, so I'm getting a little nervous. I can go for our there. It's theirs now, the Bloodletter of Aclazotz, but damn, I played this so badly. At least if they go for a Traxa, they can go for a Traxa with the blue source now. Doesn't seem like they're playing True Domain though. I don't think they have red. Virtual, okay. That tells me they most likely have an Atraxa in their deck or in their hand because they will like just nullify it with the Thrull. Up the Beanstalk, sure. Heatars actually isn't that bad. They ramp up, which is kind of annoying, but like, this is fine. Bitter Triumph actually is extremely irrelevant because if they have a Traxa, we can kill our own creature, which I would want to do. For now, I think I'm just gonna go for the Bloodletter of Aclazotz. If you've got a Traxa, I guess it just is what it is. Let's go for the Overlord, see what we got here. I guess a Doorkeeper Thrull, sure. I wish I had another land. I really wish I had another land so that we could flash in the Doorkeeper Thrull, but unfortunately we just simply do not. Yep, is what it is. Take them down to 10. I mean, we're not out. We're not out. Let's go ahead and draw. That land would have been nice. See, Phyrexian Arena, I guess that's kind of the difference. We would be able to drop the land, but... Alright. Oh, okay, that's not bad. Overlord. Okay, so maybe they have like a Leyline Binding. Because they're not even like really going for the creature. Okay. Wow, let's go. That was actually... I played bad, but we'll take it.